Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stan Houston, and I've decided today to take our Jesus Entrepreneur Experience radio program into our Christian Entrepreneur Network video studio and combine both our radio program and our video teach about in one program. So please join me. Today, I'd like to talk about two I words and then go from there as literally we talk about the foxnation.com. Now, what can two biblical I words and a new media station have to do with you and me and the life and business before us? Let's see if I can bring those together for you. Okay? First of all, many of you have heard the word, and there was a fictional character had the same name, Ichabod. Not a very nice sounding name. You don't think we'd really name people that anymore. Though remember the character Ichabod Crane. Well, the word Ichabod, many of you know. What it means is it's from the expression which says, the Spirit of God has departed. The Spirit is gone. Ichabod. Wow. One friend of mine was describing a place where he was now working that had changed leadership, and he just simply said, Stan, it feels like Ichabod around here. Feels like Ichabod around here. Another word, a good word, a great word. I oftentimes say it's one of the most important words for those of us who are in the business of building a business. Particularly those of us who want our business to, as we say, matter, make a difference. Something that makes Jesus smile. A Christian entrepreneur, starship enterprise. The word is Issachar. And it goes back to the story in which King David, certainly an entrepreneur, certainly quite a character, obviously a soldier, great soldier, a great sinner, yes he was, and a great lover of God. What an interesting combination. A soldier who had killed thousands, a sinner who unfortunately committed many, many grievous sins, and a great lover of God. King David, it was said when he was doing his deal, doing his work, had with him a group of men and women, and it was said that the men and women, the tribe of Issachar. Issachar. I-S-S-A-C-H-A-R. And in my many years of working as a business performance coach, I oftentimes used this story and said, you need to have an Issachar factor in your business. Where is your Issachar person? Where is that way of doing business that you can have Issachar? And here's what it said. The men and women of Issachar understood the times and knew what to do. They understood the times and knew what to do. What a wonderful gift to be able to have. To have people in your friendship, in your fellowship, in your company who perhaps not only have great wisdom but godly spirit-filled wisdom, and they're just, you run into them occasionally and it just seems that they have a special way of kind of figuring out, like that cartoon character, that rabbit who said, "What's up, Doc?" They could figure out what's going on. They had unusual ability to understand people's motivations, to know what was really happening in the mess of things. You could kind of trust them to tell the truth and know what was important and what was real and what was really happening. And then, not only to know what's going on, but know what to do. Issachar. I remember one of my business clients from a number of years ago said that one of the best pieces of advice that I gave him, and he said, "You gave me a lot of them. You were very good to me. My business thrived. A lot of it was because of you. But you asked me particularly, besides you," he said with a smile, "to find somebody who would serve as the CWO. The CWO in the enterprise." Here we're trying to build this starship enterprise, kind of, along with the metaphor, boldly go where at least we've never gone before. And what we were looking for was the chief wisdom officer. Somebody, perhaps even in the colleagues we presently have, but if we don't feel that's available there, is there an outside group of connected people, committed people, people who know what we're about and they care about us and want the best for us? And from time to time, we can call on them and tell them our story, our situation, and kind of know that they will come at it with some wisdom and insight and perhaps some truth and some strength and some solutions for us. A wisdom officer. And at the same time, they're keeping an eye on things. They read a lot. They think a lot. We're so busy doing business that we don't look at the world that we're doing business in. And these people seemingly have the ability to know where to go and what to read and how to look for things. And from time to time, as one man said, he did this. Every Friday was Future Day, and everybody took an hour every Friday, and we came together, and it was the wisdom hour. And we would just try to share some of the things we had learned, what we thought was happening, people that we had encountered, ideas that we encountered, and perhaps maybe even have a briefing from our CWO. But every Friday, we took at least an hour, somewhat early in the morning, to think about our future and think about the forecasting we needed to do. Friday was always Future Day. At the end of the day, your desk better be clean, and you better be able to tell me what you're going to do when you come back to work on Monday, what your plans are for the week as best you can figure them out. But an hour at least on Friday for Future Day, for wisdom seeking, wisdom thinking, figuring things out. And obviously, if your company has the ability, because it's a private company and it wouldn't be offensive, maybe even to whisper a small prayer for wisdom for us all. He said, "Stan, that was one of the best ideas you ever had, and you had a lot of good ones." Part of what I'm doing right now is I believe that in some cases I've had the ability throughout the years, through a lot of pain, suffering, and success, to have a little touch of wisdom, insight, and truth. And so part of this is a little bit of an audition. I'm not free when I do this, though I give a lot of it away free, but to actually audition to be maybe your coach, your advisor, your wisdom officer who from time to time can walk into your situation and take a time out and say, let's check things out. Let's look at the state of the ship, SOS, and the stuff that we are doing, and perhaps see if we can better understand what's going on and then know what to do. I would welcome the opportunity to play that role in your company or in the life of your company, or perhaps for you personally. I believe that I can help you. Remember, we say the Christian entrepreneur seeks God's special wisdom, insight, strength, and direction so that they can become more fully alive, more full of joy, less fearful. Like that, less fearful. And be able to build a business that matters and one that makes a difference, one that brings well-being to their church, their community, their family, and actually is a moment of glory in the kingdom of God. Your moment of glory. Makes Jesus smile. We'd like to help you. Now, with that in mind, here's a little bit of counsel. In the last week or so, the Fox News radio and television network, which actually came out of Rupert Murdoch, quite an entrepreneur, who bought the old film studio, 20th Century Fox, and expanded it into a radio and television broadcast network, then the Fox News channel, which was a cable vision network, and now they have what is called foxnation.com. Here's the deal. The foxnation.com is not on the air. It does not have towers and transmitters and all of that expensive equipment. It does not even put itself on one of those major cable platforms where you play and pay excessive amounts of money from time to time for 700 channels in which you only watch 2 or 3 or 4. It will be fully on the internet. All of the programs, obviously, will be there, and they will be on demand. Some will be streamed live, but most, after they are streamed live, and many will not be streamed live, all they will be is there, on the shelf, on the menu, on the schedule, and they're on demand. You can click and watch them when you want, and you can find products, programs, and places of interest that you want, and you can watch them. And there can be hundreds of other ones there which you have no interest in, and you can simply ignore them. There will be a number of these programs which, of course, will have the traditional promotional elements, and you will be subjected to the promotions they provide. Some of them will be in a premium situation where you actually buy a rather reasonable membership, which allows you to see many, many other programs that may have interest to you, but you do have to pay a modest subscription fee for that. My friends, that's happening this week. It's indicative of the future. A lot of what we call on-the-air programs will be gone. The stations will be gone. Obviously, the cable networks are really facing what some people call cut the cable, cut the cord, as they're seeking to get more and more of their information on the internet, and that is going to happen. Now, here's what it means to you, I believe. First of all, it is going to become pervasive in our culture. The internet is going to become more powerful than it already is, and please keep in mind, media always tends toward what is bad. It just does. It's not neutral. It also means that you and I, as Christians, need to see if we can do something about this particular cultural and message and media phenomenon that can be important for God's kingdom. We need to be involved. I used to say to the young men and women in a Christian college who said, "Oh, I want to go and work for a Christian radio station." And I said, "No, we don't need more Christian radio stations. We need more Christians in radio stations. And we need more Christians in all of those cables and cabals and channels and programs and podcasts and programs on the air that are there online that we are a part of." It means the way you advertise and market your business, you'll have to know how to handle this new modern mass media. You will also have to learn that perhaps you need to have some experience in understanding how to use it for your business, how to be a performer. How can we use it in the right way? Some years ago, a Christian broadcaster asked the question, would Jesus have been on the radio and TV if he were doing his ministry today? Would that have been a temptation? And what would he have done with it? Would he have also shunned it? What would he have done? What should we do today? In the very near future, which begins today, so it's the present, we are going to have to decide as Christian entrepreneurs how we are going to use, not be abused, and how we can in some way make our business and the work we do work and fit in with the media environment that's all around. We are committed to being a source of helping you build your business in the new technology that's there. That's what we do. That's what our team is about. It is to help you and your business and your family and your life understand the times and know what to do about life and business in the 21st century, in the service not only of your family and your mission, but in tune and in terms of the kingdom of God, and how you can make it work for you and not make it in something that destroys you, your family, and our culture, maybe even our civilization. Can we help you? Again, my name is Stan Houston. I've got long experience in business performance coaching. Been in this media stuff for a long time. I believe God has given me a little bit of special wisdom, and we'd like to see if we could help you. Again, you can reach me at stanhouston@gmail.com, stanhouston@gmail.com. Please go to our internet home, tcenglobal.org, tcenglobal.org. And check us out, look us up, and get in touch with us. And we'd love to have you join us to help us all learn now and be a network of people who understand the times as Christian entrepreneurs, and we have an idea of what God and the Spirit of Jesus wants to do in life and business as we face the future, and we must face it together in faith. All the best and blessings to you. I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye for now.